Okay, I'm going to show you how to make an owl. It's a little bit different from one we've done in the past. That's why I'm making a new video. But you're going to use a marker lid, a toothpick, and a wooden stick, and a round circle, either a lid or I'll have circles cut out of paper. But place your circle on top of your clay, and then I want you to take your toothpick and trace around it with the toothpick. You're cutting out your circle. If you just push it on through your clay, you can just go ahead and cut the circle out. Take your lid off, and then you want to move the excess clay away from your circle. And if your circle hangs a little off the edge of your clay, that is just fine. Don't worry about that. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your marker top here, and you're going to make marks in the belly part of the owl. And if you take your marker and you tilt it back like this, you can make U's. Now don't push it all the way through, but if you make circles it's alright too, because I did on some of mine. It's kind of hard just to do the U's. I'm going to put some circles on here, and it's really more right in the center part because you're going to fold over the sides in a minute to make the wings. So I'm going to try to do this quickly. Alright, now what you need to do is you need to fold in your sides, and they folded them in where they touched, so I'm going to try to fold these in as close as I can to where they touch, like that. Okay, and then, so I got my wings, then I'm going to fold down the top to make the head, and try not to press it down. I made the mistake of pressing too hard in my first one and kind of made an indentation there. So kind of press down the sides and take right here, and you want to pinch this up and pinch this up and make your owl ears. You're going to have to take your fingers and kind of shape that the way you want it to be. And you can take your fingers and smooth out rough parts. You don't want to mess with your clay too much, because the more that you touch it and do things to it, it dries it out, and then it's harder to work with. So you want to just work with it and get it done. But you can shape it a little if you want it shaped a little different, like right in here. Alright, now I'm going to take my marker top, and I'm going to use this end that has the little thing in it, and I'm going to press down right here where I get two little circles, and then over here. But again, you don't want to push all the way through it. Okay, now you're going to use this stick right here, and I'm going to use this end of the stick, the flat end, and I'm going to put it right almost between the eyes, but not down quite in between them. And I'm going to push all the way through, and I'm going to twist it like this to make a hole in case you want to hang your owl up. And you can actually pick it up and push it all the way through. Make sure it's got a good hole through there. And then you can take your toothpick, and you can draw two lines like a triangle, an upside down triangle, to make your beak. Now if you want to, you can make designs on your wings. You can do it like texture in your wings, or you can actually do designs. On one of mine I did like zigzag lines. Okay, on this one I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just going to take my toothpick and draw some little lines in here like this. And you could even put some up here if you want to. You could put some lines in your ears if you wanted to. Or whatever. I'm going to leave mine like that for now. Then one of the most important things you can do is turn your owl over, and on the back you're going to use your toothpick to write your first and last name and your teacher's name. So I'm going to write my first and last name. And if you hold your toothpick straight up and down, you don't tilt it and try to write with it like a pencil, it writes much better. And you want to get it deep enough in there. You don't want to just scratch the surface. You want to get it down in the clay some. Just don't go all the way through it. Okay, there I've got my first and last name. And since I don't have a homeroom teacher, I'm going to write Art on there. But you would write your homeroom teacher's name, their first initial, or if you have Miss Stephanie Smith, you want to write S.T. Smith. And then if you want to, you can put the year down there to remember when you made it. And after you get through with that, you take it and you let one of the helpers that's in the art room take your owl and put it on a shelf so that it can dry. So, because we're going to have to let it dry for about a week or so, and then I'll put it in the kiln and fire it. And then after that, I will get these to your teachers so that you can paint them or whatever they want to do with them. Okay? And that's it. That's your owl.